I was flying through the air, somersaulting, and the ceiling was the floor was the ceiling, and this side was the other side, and everything was upside down and backwards. And I was just rolling around.
Wow. An incredible story of survival. A sailor missing for 66 days after his sailboat capsized. He's found alive. Here with the dramatic rescue story, two of the men who helped save him, Aircraft Commander Todd Farrell and rescue swimmer and Petty Officer Kyle McCollum. Nice to see both of you on this Easter weekend. Thanks so much for joining us.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Commander Todd, I want to ask you first, when you got the call, what did you think?
You know, when the call came in from District 5, I assumed it was just a normal medevac. We got the information that there was a survivor that was at sea for 66 days, and it put a new twist on the actual mission itself.
So, Kyle, he was out there for 66 days. The shipping container spots him. What did you see when you got on scene? What did he look like? His name is Lewis Jordan. What did he look like?
Actually, we were really surprised by his condition. Once we got there and we were hovering over him, we saw him standing outside. We were expecting him to have a broken shoulder and to be in a lot worse condition than he really was. But we were really excited to see him standing, no splint on his shoulder, and that he was doing well.
Todd, how did he survive?
I can't say how he survived. I don't know what he had on his boat before he left. I do know that there is a human will that he probably had that let him helped him survive the ordeal, and it was just nice for him to be able to take that and see it all the way through, and us to get him back to his family.
Kyle, it was a big issue for fuel for you guys trying to rescue him. How far out at sea was, and what was this fuel concern that you guys had? Maybe you guys were going to run out of some fuel.
You know, it was one of those things where we took off knowing approximately where he was, but we worked with the USS George Bush. We refueled there to make sure that we had enough fuel, because obviously a big concern there is running out of fuel. So, you know, taking more fuel at that point was the best option that we had.
Wow. What did you guys give him when he got up there in the aircraft? Did you have any food on hand? How do you guys treat after 66 days without large amounts of food? How do you prepare for that?
Well, normally you don't want to feed someone that hasn't eaten for so long or wasn't hydrated, so you want to give him very, very little increments of water. But actually he was able to sustain a good source of food and water, and by the time that we pulled him off the vessel, they actually gave him a good meal and some water as well, so we didn't have to worry about that issue once we got him in the cabin.
Wow, good meal, get home, get a nice shower and a shave, get cleaned up. Wow. Todd Farrell and Kyle McCollum, thanks so much for your service and great story.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having us.
Have a great weekend.